Today we shall discuss about probability. In our everyday life, we predict about some results or we predict about some events. That prediction mathematically is called as probability. What is it? So, if we predict about the result, that means if there is a result, then there must be an experiment. So, probability start with the experiment. What is experiment? Experiment is a process or a procedure under some conditions which has some results. An experiment can have one or more than one result. Okay. Now, random experiment. What is random experiment? If an experiment repeats under identical condition, then it is known as several number of times we are doing that experiment. Then that experiment is known as random experiment. Again I am telling, if an experiment is repeated under identical conditions, then that is known as random experiment. So, if we do any experiment, then result may occur, result must be occur. Those results are known as events. Okay. So, after repetition of experiment, that is known as random experiment, each performance is known as trial. Okay. What is trial? Now, every performance of a random experiment is known as trial. Okay. And the results are known as outcomes. Okay. After doing the random experiment or after doing the experiment, the results are known as outcomes. Now, suppose one experiment has 3 results. Okay. All these 3 results together form sample space. That means sample space is a set consist with having all the results. If all the results are togetherly taken, that set is known as sample space. Okay. Then event, the subset, in these 3 results, if I took any one result or any 2 result, those are known as event. That small part of a sample space, that is known as event. Suppose a die is thrown. Okay. I am showing you. This is a die having 6 faces. Okay. In this die, if we throw this die, any one of the face occur. Okay. Each face have some number. This is 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, and here it is 6. Okay. If we throw a die, one face occur, that means one number occur. Okay. How many results are there in that die? That is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In that example, throwing a die, the sample space is taking all these results or all these outcomes, that is sample space. Okay. In the experiment, throwing a die. Now, if I take any small part of this one, suppose if I take suppose 1, 3 and 6, this is an event, or we can write only taking 4, this is also an event. Okay. These are the events. Now, certain event. What is certain event? The event which sure to be occur in every performance, that is known as certain event. That means all the times, whenever we do the experiment, in all the times that event will occur. That is known as certain event, that is sure to be occur. Now impossible event, what is the certain event for this example? Throwing a die. Now if I say either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, if I write in this way, any one of these 6 numbers must occur in throwing of a dice. So this is an example of certain event. Understood? Either 1 or 2 or 3 or any one must occur. If I throw a die, any one of these 6 number must occur. That's why this is a certain event. Now impossible event. For this example, throwing a die, what is impossible event? If I say 0, I throw a dice and I desire to get the number 0. Is it possible? It is not possible. Or I want to get 7. Is it possible to get 7 in throwing a die? It is not possible, as the number is not given there. That's why either 0 or 7, these are the impossible event for the example throwing a die. Next, elementary event. What is elementary event? In this sample space, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If only one outcome is taken as event, that is known as elementary event. That means, what are the example? 1, this is an elementary event. Again, if I take only 2, this is an elementary event. If I take only 3, this is also an elementary event. In this way. Now, equally likely events, very important thing. Equally likely. That means, if this die, it is unbiased. Unbiased means all faces have equal areas. Okay. So, the probability of getting each numbers are equal. Probability of getting each number, each face are equal. That's why all these either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, each of these 6 numbers, the probability of getting this 6 number is 1 by 6. As the probability values are equal, that's why these elementary events are equally likely. Okay. Now, what is then probability? How can we define? Two types of definitions we will see: frequency definition and classical definition or theoretical definition. What is frequency definition? Suppose a die is thrown 1000 times. Okay, in these 1000 times, suppose the number face 5 occurs, suppose 200 times. Maybe in this experiment, this is the given data. What is the given data? 1000 times the die is thrown, in which the face 5 or the number 5 occurs 200 times. Then the probability of getting 5, that is equal to 200 by 1000, that is equal to 1 by 5. That is number of occurrence by total number of experiment. Okay, that is, this example is known as, this definition is known as frequency definition. Suppose E is a random experiment, okay, in which this is the random experiment. In which the event A event A occurs n times and the experiment done m times. That means m times the experiment, we did the experiment m times, in which n times the event A occurs. Okay, so must be n less than equal to m. So what is the probability of this event A? Probability of A, that is n by m. Okay, this is the frequency definition. Now we will see the classical definition or theoretical definition. To define probability classically, or in the classical definition of probability, there is a condition, that is the events are equally likely. If the events are equally likely, then the probability of an event, that is equal to favorable number of cases by total number of cases. In this previous example, that in throwing a die, this is the sample space, this was the sample space. Now what is the probability of 6? Probability of getting 6. You see, how many total cases are there? Total 6 cases. So total number of cases it is 6. Now 6, how many times 6 occur here in this sample space? Only 1, that is 1 by 6. If I say probability of getting even number, then how many total cases? 6. Now we have to see even number. How many even numbers are there? 2, 4 and 6, that is 3 even numbers are there. So favorable number of cases, that is 3. So ultimately it is equal to 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Some problems of probabilities are related with cards. This is one type of card. You see, in this type there are 13 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. This A means S. Then the numbers, instead of 1, this is A. Okay. Then Jacqueline, Queen and King. Okay. These 3 cards are known as face card. You see, faces are drawn on these 3 cards. Okay. So in one type of card there are 13 cards. Okay. And 3 face card, there are total 4 types of such card. These are the 4 types of cards. This one is club, spades, diamond and heart. You see, in these 4 types, 2 types are of black color and 2 types are of red color. Okay. These clubs and spades are black color and diamond and hearts are red color. Okay. Probability of an event E plus probability of not E, that is equal to 1. What is not E? Not E means it is complement of E. Suppose, let us see one example. Suppose in a random experiment, throwing a die, what is complement of suppose 5? 5 is a event. 5 is an event. Then what is the complement of 5? Rest of the complement of 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. If I say 2 and 3, what is the complement of 2 and 3? 1, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Next, probability of impossible event, that is 0. Probability of a certain event, that is 1. What is impossible event? Never to be occur. So the probability value, as it is never to be occur, so the probability value is 0. And certain event, that means it always occur. That's why the probability value is 1. That's why we can say that probability of an event is always greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. Okay. In this range, the probability value, this is the range of a probability value, that is, it is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to 1. A problem is given, two different dice are thrown together. Find the probability that the number obtained have a sum less than 7, have a product less than 16, is a doublet of odd numbers. So, if two dice are thrown, what are the all possible outcomes? These are the all possible outcomes: 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, in this way up to 6, 6. So, what is the total number of outcome? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to this will be 36. So, total number of outcomes, that is 36. Now, what is the first case? The sum will be less than 7. In which cases the sum is less than 7? You see, along this diagonal, this 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4, 3, 5, 2, 6, 1. Along this diagonal, the sum is 7. Above this, all the outcomes have the sum less than 7. That is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 4, 2 and 5, 1. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, favorable number of cases or favorable number of outcomes for getting a number less than 7, a sum less than 7, not a number, but a sum less than 7, that is 15. So, the probability is 15 by total number of cases, that is 36, that is 5 by 12. Similarly, probability of getting a product less than 66, product less than 16, you see in which cases the product is 16 or more. You see in this 4, 4, the product is 16. Okay. In this 5, 4, the product is 20. In this 6, 3, the product is 18. And the reverse of these also, that is 5, 4, the reverse is 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 4. All these cases, you see the product are greater than 16 in this 3, 6. Okay. So, how many cases are there? The product is less than 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So, the probability is 25 by the total number of cases, that is 36. Now, probability of odd doublets. Which are the doublets? Doublet means this 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. In this, which are odd? This 1, 1, 3, 3 and 5, 5. So, how many? 3 out of 36. So, the probability is 3 by 36, that is equal to 1 by 12. Next problem, find the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a year. So 1 year equal to 365 days. So if we divide it by 7, it will be, the quotient is 52 and the remainder it is 1. That means 1 year, that means 52 weeks plus 1 day. So in these 52 weeks, 52 Sundays are there. Now if this extra day, if it is Sunday, then it will be in that year 53 Sundays. Okay, but you see, in this extra day, it may be Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday. That means seven different options are there for this extra 1 day. So total outcomes, it is 7. And if it is Sunday, so how many favorable outcomes? So number of favorable outcomes, that is only 1. So the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a year, that is 1 by 7. Next problem, find the probability of getting 53 Fridays in a leap year. So 1 leap year, that means 366 days. So if we divide it by 7, it will, the quotient will be 52 and the remainder is 2. That means 1 leap year, that means 52 weeks and 2 days. For these 52 weeks, there are 52 Fridays. Now these extra 2 days, it may be any 2 consecutive days, either it is Sunday Monday or Monday Tuesday or Tuesday Wednesday or Wednesday Thursday or Thursday Friday or Friday Saturday or Saturday Sunday. Okay, so these are the 7 different sets to have these 2 extra days. So how many? That is 7 different outcomes are possible. So total number of outcomes, that is 7. Now favorable outcomes. So in which cases Friday is there? These are the 2 cases where Friday is available. That means the favorable outcomes, that is 2. So the probability of getting 53 Fridays, it will be Fridays, there will be 53 Fridays, that is 2 by 7.